And so should I start from starting?
Wait. Yes. Good afternoon, everybody. Today, students of Aryabhatta and Ramanujan group will show how is mathematical concept of linear equation in two variables related to real life scenario with the help of animated stories. Let us see their imagination and creativity. Over to you, Ramanujan group.
Good afternoon, everyone. Hope you're having a great day. So today, our group, Ramanujan, will be performing and showing you an animated video talking about work and time-based linear equation in two variables on the theme drama. Hope you like it.
There is a very popular office TVN, popular for poster editing for films. Let's look in and see how their employees work together and what is exactly the atmosphere inside this high profitable office. The owner of the company called two of his head office managers.
Good morning both of you. I hope you are doing well. So today you both, head managers, have to work with 5 new employees and make a poster on the new upcoming movie.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir, we will do it and make it a big success.
They both went to 5 new employees and told them about the project. They were excited to work with head managers.
They submitted the edited poster within 4 days. The boss was happy with the work and liked the idea of head managers and new employees working together. So he called 3 head managers and asked to make a new poster with 6 new employees.
They submitted their project within 3 days. The boss was enjoying that how quickly he was getting his desired work done. Suddenly he heard bunch of people shouting at each other.
We could do it faster.
No, we could do it faster.
No, we could do it faster. No, we could do it.
No, we could do it.
No, we.
Why are you people shouting in my office? Keep quiet, everyone.
Sir, now you can only solve our mystery. We are fighting upon who could edit the poster faster individually, whether the head managers or the new employees. Please tell us, sir.
Okay, so that is the problem. Fine, I will solve it. But I wanted it to be fixed first. That is, the one who is wrong would get only 25% of their salary. Is that clear?
Okay, sir.
Let me frame the problem for you, sir. So basically, first 2 head managers and 5 new employees worked together to make a poster within 4 days, while 3 head managers and 6 new employees could finish it within 3 days. Now we want the time taken by 1 head manager and new employee alone. It would help us compare who could do it faster.
Okay. Let's take the number of days taken by head employees and new employees as x and y. Now these are the equations formed. Putting 1 upon x as p and 1 upon y equals to q. Yet 2p plus 5q is equals to 1 upon 4. By cross multiplication we get this. By further simplification we get p equals to 1 upon 8 and q as 1 upon 36. Now we get x equals to 18 and y equals to 36. Hence head managers took less time.
Oh no, we lost. Now we will get paid only 25% of our salary.
Yes, we won.
I am in profit, ha 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 ha.
Hope you liked it and you gained knowledge. Now we will be performing and presenting a mind map in front of you. Hardik, please take over.
Yes. So we have divided our chapter linear equation into variables in 2 parts. We'll be telling you how to solve linear equations, and we will be asking you some questions and telling the solutions how to do it. First is, we solve the linear equation in 2 variables by 2 methods. One is graphical method and another is algebraic method. In graphical method, we make the lines of the linear equations on the graph, and the point of intersection becomes the solution of the linear equations. First, the process means how to do it. In the graphical method, we draw lines of the variables on Cartesian plane and after drawing the intersection is their common solution. Now let me tell you the nature of the lines. First, if in the linear equation a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by is not equal to b1 by b2, then the lines are intersecting and have a unique solution. Remember, a1, a2, b1, b2 are the coefficients of x square and x respectively. Second, in a pair of linear equation, if it has a1 upon a2 is equal to b1 upon b2 is equal to c1 upon c2, then the lines will be coincident or overlapping and have infinitely many solutions. Third, in a pair of linear equations, if a1 upon a2 is equal to b1 upon b2, but it is not equal to c1 upon c2, then it will have parallel lines and no solutions. Make sure you remember all these conditions. Now we will study about algebraic methods. In the algebraic methods, we have three methods: substitution, elimination, and cross multiplication. In the substitution method, the basic thing is that we find out the value of one variable from first equation and then substitute in another equation. And then we will solve it as we do in linear equations in one variable. Second method is elimination method. In elimination method, we initially first make the coefficients same of both the equations and then eliminate one of the variable accordingly and then solve to get the second variable. And the third is cross multiplication method. In this method, we cross multiply the coefficients of the equations in a particular manner as you can see on the image. Now we will ask you some questions and tell the solution. Question number one is find the solution of the following system of equations graphically. So here we have two equations, minus x plus 2y minus 3 and 3x plus 4y minus 11. Now you must be knowing to how to draw these lines on the graph. So as you can see on the graph, the red line and the blue line are the lines of the equations. The common point of intersection, which is minus 1 comma 2, is the common solution. Now, second question. We have to solve the pair of linear equations by substitution method. Let me help you. In this type of question, we will first solve the equation x plus 2y minus 7. Now we will take out the value of one variable in terms of x, which is 7 minus 7, and then substitute in another variable, which is y minus 3.
In this type of solution, we will be finding the value individually. For y, let's take the first equation, x plus 2y minus 7 equals to 0. 2y equals to 7 minus x, and here we get the value of y. Substituting this value in this equation, we get x equals to 1. Now, since we need to find the exact value of y, we substitute the value of x that we got 1 in this equation, and therefore we get y equals to 3. In the third type of question, we need to use elimination method. We just taught you what elimination method is. So we will be making this equation such as one of them gets cancelled. Now by multiplying 3 in this equation, we get 6x plus 9y minus 33 equals to 0. And in the second equation, we multiply it by minus 2. We get minus 6x minus 4y plus 18. Further, adding this these two equations, we get y equals to 3. Substituting this in one of the given two equations and solve resultant variable for x, and we get x equals to 1. Therefore, the solution of the given system of equation is x equals to 1 and y equals to 3. We hope that you understood this chapter briefly. Thank you.
We'll meet you next time.
Well done, Ramanujan Group. Now you have done a great job, nicely done, and proper explanation what you have given through mind map. It was seriously, it was wonderful. Okay,
Thank you,
Thank,
ma'am.
you are incredible. Very, very nice. Nice presentation.
thank you,
Let us
ma'am.
see. Let us see that next group what they are having to show us. Over to Aryabhata group.
Okay. Good afternoon, everybody. So I'm Pranjali, and on behalf of Aryabhatta Group today, I'll be talking about a murder mystery story which we have created on the topic linear equations in two variables. So the title of the story is Murder at Nightfall. So we are group Aryabhatta and we've made a murder mystery story. So it's the story time now. So sit on your seats and listen. It was a chilly day in December and the clock had just struck 6 p.m. Mark and Timothy had settled in their comfy chairs with a blue velvet blanket. Obviously, it had been a long day, which was quite the usual. They went around Belgium, they solved cases, and they got recognition. But they didn't care about it. All they wanted was to make their country a better place by doing something that they love, which was solving cases. So, Timothy and Mark were kind of the Sherlock Holmes and John Watson of Belgium. They were just about to drink their coffee when the phone rang. Timothy picked up the call and he heard some very saddening news. One of the most respected people in Belgium, who was David Matthews, he had been murdered. So, since both of them loved solving cases, they put on their coats quickly since it was a winter day and rushed to the crime scene, which was David's house. When they reached there, they called some of his friends and asked them some questions. So Timothy inquired about David's prized possessions because he hoped that it would lead to some clue of the killer like it usually did. So Mary, who was David's childhood friend, claimed that there is a painting of his now deceased mother in the living room that David really prized and he loved. So when Mark took out the painting and he started examining it, behind the painting there was a little section which seemed to be a little scraped off. So when he pulled on that portion, a small note had fallen out. So the note read something like this. The first eight digits are easy to see and they were given that they are 5389170 Solve the riddle at the bottom and you shall beat me. The last two digits of the safe is 4 more than 6 times the sum of the digits. And if 18 is subtracted from the number, the digits are reversed. So Timothy and Mark took it to their own hands and they started solving the puzzle. Well, they were obviously brainiacs, so they could easily figure it out. They wondered what could possibly have a 10-digit code. When they started going through the entire building, they came through David's cupboard in which was kept a tiny safe. The black safe had a few words blinking. Enter the 10-digit code. Ah, let's try putting the code here, exclaimed Timmy. Have you solved the riddle now? So many solutions, but which is the correct one? Well, let's come to the solution. So let x be the ones digit and y be the tens digit. So therefore, the value of x ones digit is x, and the value of tens digit is 10 into y, which is 10y. So according to the question, x plus 10y equal to 6x plus y plus 4. So when we solve that equation, we get our first equation as 4y equals to 5x plus 4. Now, the next condition according to the question was when 18 is subtracted, the digits reverse themselves. So we solve that equation and we get the second equation as y minus 2 equal to x. So we use the substitution method of linear equations solving here and we get y as 6. And when we substitute value of y into the second equation, we get x as 4. So now when we arrange them, the number comes out to be 64. So they opened the safe for some clues and they saw that all the cash was gone, which made them suspect that someone in the house has done the deed. Mark put on his gloves and he examined the safe. Alas, it was filled with the amateur thief's fingerprints. All workers' fingerprints were taken at the end, which showed that David's money was stolen by Warren, the cook. And when David tried to fight back, he was shot. Warren was sent behind bars, and it was yet another successful day for Timmy and Mark. The game was played and it was won. There was no issue that they couldn't solve. So that was the story. I hope you liked it. And now we go on to the mind map. So yeah. So as you all know, we are talking about the chapter pair of linear equations in two variables. So talking about the graphical solution. So each solution, which is x and y, it corresponds to a point on the line which represents the equation and vice versa. Now, how do we represent two equations on a graph? Well, if the terms a1 upon a2 is not equal to b1 upon b2, we know that both the linear equations have one solution in common. So when we put it on the graph, it comes up as intersecting lines. Now, when a1 upon a2 is equal to b1 upon b2 but not equal to c1 upon c2, we know that they have no solution in common. And when we put that in a graph, they extend as parallel lines that go on forever and never meet. Now, if all the ratios are equal, which means a1 upon a2 is equal to b1 upon b2 is equal to c1 upon c2, there are infinitely many solutions on the graph which come up as coincident lines. So talking about algebraic methods, there are three ways to solve an equation and pair of linear equations. So substitution method, elimination method, and cross multiplication. You can see the examples of questions solved here. And now the basic and general form of linear equations pairs. A1x plus B1y plus C equal to 0, and again A2x plus B2y plus C2 equal to 0. And here all A1, B1, C1, A2, B2, C2 are all real numbers. And A1 square plus B1 square is never 0, and A2 square and B2 square is never 0. So that was our presentation. Thank you for watching, and we hope you liked it.
Excellent job. You have done a lot on the presentation, and especially your writing really inspire me, children. The thing is that you have write your stories on your own. Good job. I can tell you that you put a lot of time and efforts into it. Keep going it.
Thank you, ma'am.